from Retire Invest is also in the studio today. No doubt you watched the budget with keen interest. As a financial advisor, Jeff, what were your initial thoughts?
Well, Graham, I guess first thing was, and expected, to be nowhere near as significant as the announcements last year. Obviously, we had a lot happen there, there's still a range of fairly significant announcements for us, but not as far-reaching a budget second term, or second year anyway. So,
some of the highlights, did you think?
Well, key budget measures. Probably the big three for me: opportunity for first home buyers to save for a home deposit through their super. Non-concessional contributions become available for retirees looking to downsize their home. And the Medicare levy increase that they're talking about from the 1st of July 2019. So we can go into a little bit more detail there. Firstly, on contributing proceeds from the sale of a home. So that's intended to be effective 1st of July 2018. And it's meant for individuals aged 65 and over, meaning they'll be able to contribute up to $300,000 each into superannuation from the proceeds of the sale of a principal place of residence.
Provided they downsize.
They need to downsize.
Yep.
They need to have held their residence for a minimum of 10 years as well. So we'll see how the detail comes out around that sort of legislation. One thing to bear in mind is that the money that potentially they're able to put into superannuation, which they currently can't unless they're meeting work tests, that'll still obviously be accessible under any age pension testing. So it's not a way of them getting more pension. It's actually more so to do with them accessing allocated pension environment, which is more tax concessional than where they could otherwise put the funds. So it's not a bad one, and for a couple up to $600,000, the $300,000 each, so not too bad there. The First Home Saver Scheme is an interesting one, and they've talked about for a while now tackling housing affordability. So what they're proposing there is for individuals to be able to make voluntary superannuation contributions in excess of the current super guarantee of up to $15,000 per year, up to a total of $30,000 specifically for the purchase of their first home. So these voluntary contributions will be taxed at 15%, so call it salary sacrifice if you like for a worker, along with the earnings on that money. And that can be withdrawn to make a deposit on a person's first home. When they withdraw, it's proposed those withdrawals will be taxed at their marginal tax rate, and less a 30% tax offset. That'll be allowed from the 1st of July 2018. So 1st of July 2017 for money in, first withdrawals 1st of July 2018.
Okay.
Also a little bit in there for self-employed people as well. So you don't just have to be working, but I won't go into all the detail there.
No doubt there'll be some ramification of the extra levy that's been placed on the banks and how that will flow on to not only shareholders but, people who have invested or who have got money lying in bank accounts somewhere.
Absolutely, and this is the 1st of July 2017 proposal. So it's meant to be deposit taking institutions, and that's basically going to be the top four and Macquarie, who have licensed entity liabilities of at least $100 billion. Okay, so call that on their balance sheet. A liability will be deposits that need to be repaid to investors. So that amount or that levy is going to be 6 basis points, so 0.06%. For example, if they have a bank deposit of $500,000 on their books, the levy would be $300 per annum. That doesn't apply to super funds and insurance companies. So pretty much the top four and Macquarie will have an extra levy there on their deposits.
All right.
And I don't know about passing that on.
No, well, it'll be interesting. We just have to wait and see. All right, there's a general overview of how that budget might affect you going forward. Jeff English from Retire Invest, thanks for coming in. Do appreciate
You're welcome.
It's now 18 to